Welcome to Beyond the Order. My name is Corey, and I'll be taking care of you today. If this is your first time here, welcome to the restaurant. No, really. This channel is all about the psychology behind hospitality, how to communicate, how to read people, and how to elevate your service in a way that actually makes a difference. And today, I want to talk to you about a mistake that I made early on in my career. A mistake that kept me stuck, frustrated, and honestly miserable because for a very long time, I just didn't care. Now, if you had asked me back then, I would have told you it's just a job. I clock in, I clock out, I get my tips, I get a small check, and that's it. But here's the problem. When you don't care, it shows. And not just to the guests, but to everyone around you. For me, the shifts started when I became a dad. Being a single parent forces you to take life more seriously, and suddenly what I used to dismiss as just a job became a responsibility. But it wasn't just that. I also started working in these higher end restaurants, places where hospitality actually mattered. In these restaurants, the culture was completely different. The front and the back of the house, they weren't at war. And the management actually led instead of just managing. And for the first time, I saw what it looked like when people actually cared about the craft. Now, this wasn't an overnight transformation. It took time. I had to realize that my bitterness and my frustration and my judgment, it wasn't just affecting my job, it was affecting me. And that negativity, it bled into everything. My tables felt it, my coworkers felt it, my tips reflected it, and the worst part, I was spending so much time at work, but I was making it miserable for myself. So I made a choice. If I was going to be here, I might as well make the most of it. I started paying attention, learning the craft, and improving how I showed up, not just for my guests, but for myself. Look, if you're in this industry and you don't care yet, I get it. But here's what I learned the hard way. 1, guests can feel your energy, and if you've checked out, they're gonna check out too right before they tip you. A bad attitude pushes people away. You may not even get invited to these post-shift hangs, and you're not gonna build the relationships that could help you later. 3, not caring keeps you stuck. You'll see every shift as a burden instead of an opportunity. And 4, it doesn't just affect your job, it spills into everything, your mood, your relationships, your mindset about life. And at the end of the day, you don't have to love your job forever, but you do have to live with the person you become while you're doing it. So, if you're stuck and you're watching this and you're thinking, I just don't really care either, here's my advice. This isn't about just serving tables. It's about how you approach life. No matter what career you end up in, your attitude, your resilience, and your character, they matter. This isn't about being passionate about hospitality forever, but while you're here, learn what you can, earn what you can, and use these skills as stepping stones for what's next. Because when you do start caring, everything changes. Your service, your confidence, your money, and most importantly, how you feel at the end of the day. If this hits home for you, let me know in the comments. Have you had a moment that changed how you approached your job? Let's talk about it. And if you're serious about leveling up, not just as a server, but in understanding how restaurants truly work, I've got a 5-day hospitality optimization course. It's free, and it breaks down how top restaurants maximize performance and profitability. And whether you're an owner, a manager, or just someone who wants to see the bigger picture, this course is packed with insights you won't get from the floor. The link's in the description. Check it out. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you at the next shift.